Very good evening to you. We are joining you with an update of a story that we have been following with regard to the power sector in the country. I'm sure you remember the report that we carried regarding this particular paper advertisement that was published for a supplementary electrical power purchase on short-term basis. Now, back in the day when we reported on this, we said that the proper approvals were not obtained for this power purchase and that there was a crisis surrounding this power purchase agreement. Now, what we reported back then has come to light now and action has been taken. Now, when we reported on this matter, as I mentioned earlier, we clearly mentioned that if you are to go into a supplementary power purchase or an emergency power purchase, they have used the word supplementary here, but let's call it an emergency power purchase, you have to obtain the approval of the cabinet and you also have to obtain the approval of the Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka. Those two are a must if you are going in for an emergency power purchase. Now, when this paper advertisement was published, we made it a point to make it known to the public that the approval of the Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka had not been received, whereas this had only received the approval of the cabinet. On the 22nd of January this year, this request made for the Cabinet of Ministers was approved. But thereafter, on the 28th of January 2019, we see that the Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka sending in a letter to the chairman of the Cabinet appointed Standing Procurement Committee saying that the Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka is not aware of a supplementary power purchase of this nature, and if you're to go in for an emergency power purchase, the documents pertaining to the tender process must be sent to the PUCSL, the Public Utilities Commission, and that it had not happened. Now, what the Cabinet appointed Procurement Committee has done thereafter is to send this letter that they received to the Cabinet of Ministers. Now, there at the Cabinet of Ministers at this juncture has understood that they have been deceived, that the cabinet approval has been sought in the wrong manner, and this could not go forward without the approval of the Public Utilities Commission, and they have now ordered the Ministry Secretary, Dr. Suren Batagoda, the Secretary to the Ministry of Power and Renewable Energy, to stop doing this, and if an emergency power purchase and a supplementary power purchase needs to be done, that has to be done as per the Electricity, the Power Act in the country, and as with the approval of the Public Utilities Commission. Now, a point that we want to raise at this juncture is that we reported on this matter on several occasions, similar to how we reported on the bond scam, how we reported on the Central Expressway scam in the country, how we reported on the continuous losses made by the national carrier Sri Lankan Airlines all the time, and piece by piece information has come out, and now we see that a positive step has been taken with regard to the Public Utilities Commission and this supplementary electrical power purchase. I leave you with a promise that we at News First will keep a close watch on the corruption that continues to happen in our country, be it by the politicians, be it by the people who hold power, be it by the state employees, and we will report it to the public so that as in this incident we received a positive outcome, we will continue to report it to you so that you are aware.